Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Hey, Craspian. Thank you so much for 20 months. What's up? This German song is a banger. Or the remix, I guess. What's up, everyone? We good? Hello? I washed my hair today and then I tried like blow drying it differently and now it's weird. Whatever. It is what it is. Touching it won't make it better, actually. Alright, guys. Sorry I'm a bit late. But things happened. You know this cake that I baked? The 2 cakes that I baked? Thanks for 26 months, Annalyn. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, so I baked the cakes, right? On Thursday. Yesterday. Then I put the fondant over the cake. I decorated one of the cakes. And then the other one I only put fondant on because I didn't have time for anything else. Well, I did make a crown, actually. But I didn't put it on. But anyway, so I then put them in the fridge. Because I was thinking they have to be good until Saturday, right? And I did pre-make cakes before. And I think I also like put them in the fridge before. But for some unknown reason, I'm not sure what happened. Like, I honestly do not know what went wrong. But somehow the fondant dissolved and like melted and ran off the cake. So that happened. Not sure why the hell I was doing that. It was a completely new fondant as well. I bought it at a store. This has never happened before. This is the same fondant I used before. I know, it's weird. There must be something wrong with it. There's something like, I don't know. Either way, that happened. Which obviously broke the whole cake. Well, not the whole cake, but like the whole decoration of the cake. I hope the inside of the cake is still good. I mean, it's probably still good. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I'm sure it's still good. But yeah, now I've just like half melted off like fondant. And I don't know what to do to make it not look like shit. I'm thinking that I maybe... I don't know, like, maybe... Because the outside of it is now, like... It's, like, half melted fondant and half... So it's basically sugar and cream, like whipped cream. Because whipped cream is underneath the fondant. So it's, like, whipped cream and fondant, like, a mixture. Or, like, basically, like, a sugar glaze. But it's sticky, right? Because it's... wet basically, or it's moist. So I'm thinking that maybe I could like I don't know, like drizzle gold powder over it or something. Hey, Doll Prince, I'm good. How are you doing? No, I didn't even take a picture when it still looked good. I'm actually so upset that I didn't take a picture. Because it looked very good before. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix it tomorrow, I guess. I didn't fix it today because I was thinking there's gonna be even more stuff that melts off of this cake or that runs off this cake until tomorrow. So I might as well wait until tomorrow, see what the cake looks like, and then fix it tomorrow. Hey, Johnny, what's up? Can we pick a random word or phrase for you to drop while casting today? Something like, Echo's passion bucket is full after the recent MDI loss. Okay, you can totally do that. I will say it on stream. But you need to tell me which sentence it is. You need to decide collectively as chat. I will say it. Well, it depends what it is, obviously. Morning, Elethria. But yeah, I was a bit busy. And then, so I did make a rose, like a flower, and that one is still intact. Everything else melted off. The problem is that, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. What the fuck, Johnny? Johnny. All right, so while you guys want to come up with a phrase, I'm gonna play Wordle and Wordle adjacent games, and then we're gonna do like 1 or 2 beta and plus, and then I have to leave for TGP. Actually, P isn't stored in balls. Did you hear, Johnny? P is in fact not stored in my balls. Believe it or not. Guys, no, I didn't mess up the cake. The fondant apparently was broken and melted. And it melted off the cake. Like, I had this beautiful cake, and now the fondant just like melts off of it and makes the cake look like it's dying a horrible death. Wow, Dodal? What the fuck is that, Johnny? Jesus Christ, there's too many Wordles. Dude, yesterday I actually did the Waddle by myself. The first time I did that. I actually knew the answer without looking at chat. Well, I looked at chat, but I knew it and chat didn't. Can you imagine? It happened, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna drink a coffee now before it's too late and... Dude, I just... Wow, erred as I started the game. Like, can't even start the game at this point. Also, I went to the gym today thinking, I'm just gonna walk. Because I knew that it's gonna rain later, but it was supposed to only start until at like 1 PM or something. So I walked to the gym. 2/3 of the way in, starts raining. And I'm like, well, fuck. So I continue walking to the gym, obviously. I work out. As I'm working out, it's pouring down rain. And I'm like, well, guess I'm gonna walk home in the rain. I did that. It was great. You know when your feet... I was wearing these shoes that are like not made for rain at all. Like you step into like a little bit of something that is like slightly wet, drenched socks. Yeah. So anyway, I walked home, and you know when your feet are so wet and your socks are so wet that it makes like a noise when you walk? Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway. Anyway, I managed to get home, and then I took a shower. And then I had to Well, before went to the gym, I had to like fix the cake situation, or at least come up with a solution. And yeah, but yeah, I managed to do it all. I still haven't found my goddamn GoPro. I don't know where this GoPro is. At this point, it might be in my basement. My last resort is that it's in my basement. I'm gonna have to check. But yeah, time to play some Wordles, guys. Wish me luck. Maybe I'm on a roll today. Holy fuck. Excuse me? No way. What? Nah, this is... No. Excuse me? Oh, God. Whew. Well, that's a word, apparently. Uh-huh. Holy shit, I don't know. Oh my God. Huh. I don't know. I can't, like, all of these words that I'm coming up with in my head, they just don't exist. I don't know. Dude, I'm gonna be cheating. Fuck this. Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of guess it's gonna be this, right? But... So it's like something with like double consonants, I guess. Like... Genie. Is that a word? Wi-Fi. I don't know. Minky. Minby. I don't know. Finky. Huh. Pink? Oh my God, it's Pinky. It is not Pinky. How is it not Pinky? And how is none of these letters in the word? No. It's Jimmy. It's Jimmy a word? It's... Oh my God. Dude, I just... There's one word that just came to my mind, guys. And it involves C. But I don't think that's the words. Charlie, yeah. Dude, I'm doing it. It's not. What do you mean it's not on the word list? I don't understand. What does Jiffy mean? Man, that was so messed up. That was super difficult. Anyway, so we're gonna play Nerdle now, where it's the same as Wordle except with numbers and equations. So we have to enter an equation that computes, and then we have to... Then we get the information, just like Wordle. So 3 times 7 plus 4 is 25. Well, fuck. Okay, so there's... The black things are not in there at all, and the pink things are in there but on a different spot. So that means there's no times, no plus, and the equal sign is on a different spot. So it's either a 1-digit number or a 3-digit number, which... makes it a bit difficult. Let's try divide at n minus somehow. Let's do 8 divided by 4 is 2. Oh wait, we don't have plus. Then that's a bit difficult. Because I have to subtract a 2-digit number now. That might be a bit difficult. I guess we have to use a 2-digit number initially. So let's go with 14. Nah, that also sucks. Well, actually... What can we divide by 7? Oh no, we... Yeah. 48. No. No, 49. Right? $49 is something with 7, no? Or is it not? Fuck, I don't know. Oh my god. How does the 7 thing work again? 7, 14, 21, 28, 45, 42, 49. How many times was that now? 5, 7, 6, 7, 42. Oh, it's 7 times 7. Okay, so divided 7. So we now have 7. Oh no, we need 3. We need 4. But we can't have 3. Okay, that doesn't work. Too bad. I deserved that one. Well, let's not divide by 7 then. Let's divide by 4 or whatever. Can we divide by 4? $60, that's 10. It's 20 again? 5. Yeah, 15? 80. And 4. It's 15. Minus 7. Okay, whatever. What did I just say? No, wait, not 80. I didn't want to have 80. I wanted to have 60. 65 by 4. Wait. 24. Yeah, 15, 7. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Okay, this is very good. So 60 something divided by 4 minus 7 is something. So it's just gonna be 64, I guess? Because that's 16 minus 7 is 9. Let's go! Alright. Quick math. Alright. So now we're doing groups of 4. I'm really bad at this game. Okay, tiramisu and cheesecake. Mousse. I don't know. Fudge. These are cakes. Or like desserts. Incorrect. You kidding? Okay, well, I'm confused now. Hippo, elephant, walrus? Are any of these animals? What's a narwhal? Warthog, that's an animal? That's also wrong. Fuck! Dude, what? Guys, I only have one mistake remaining. Wait, it was narwhal and you guys misled me? I can't believe it. So it's this? Is it this? It's not. Game over. All times used up. I'm restarting. There's no way. I'm so confused. Shoot. Shoot, fudge. Oh, it's like shoot, fudge, heck. Darn. Let's go. Alright, we got one. Okay. I say these words all the time, by the way. Darn it. Handlebar, pencil. What's a flan? What's a horseshoe? Oh, so that's supposed to use hippo? Flan is a cake. Cheesecake? I mean, all of these are desserts. I'm just so confused. Wait, but I tried this before. This didn't work. Right? I tried this. I did do flan. What else did? Oh, I did fudge because that's a cake. Fudge cake. Oh, I didn't do flan. So now we need... So, I mean, there's like one... There's just a lot of animals in here. But what does the handlebar and the pencil have to do with anything? What the fuck's a horseshoe? Mustache? No. You're kidding. A pencil mustache, a walrus mustache, a handlebar mustache, and a horse. I've never heard of these expressions in my life. Never. Not once. Okay, this was dumb. I hate this game. Okay, time for global. The way this works is we're looking for a country, but we don't know which one. So we enter a random country, and then it will tell us how close the border of the country we entered is to the country that they're looking for. All right, Germany is 8,695 kilometers away from the country we're looking for, which is very far. That is like Australia far. That's Australia far or like Chile far. Chile is even maybe too close. 8.7k, that's so much. Australia. Alright, so it looks like Australia is even further away. Australia is even further away. So it has to be here, right? It has to be Chile. Still so far away. What about Peru? Oh wait, Peru is literally bordering Chile. I'm an idiot. I knew that. I literally knew that. Okay. So it's a country over here. It has to be, right? Fuck. Okay, so it's Guatemala. Oh, it's bordering Guatemala. If only I knew which countries border Guatemala, that would be so helpful right now. Does Nicaragua border this country? It does not. Is Costa Rica in here? Nope. Well. Yeah. Yep. Man, if only we didn't have this literally yesterday. We had this yesterday. I can't believe it. I didn't remember any of it. Fuck, which country is in here? I could be top or bottom at this point. I don't know. I could be this country too. Unfortunately, don't know either of them. Let me think, let me think. Nah, I don't know, I don't know. Okay, help me, Chad. Honduras, else. Fuck. Honduras. It's not Honduras. Oh my god. How many countries are bordering Guatemala? El Salvador? It's not. Man. Dude, how many countries are bordering this thing? Panama doesn't border this country, I'm pretty sure. Isn't Panama down here? It's Belize. Oh my god. That was so bad. That was very bad. Okay, let me remember these countries now, I swear. Okay, wait, I'm remembering. So it's Panama, Cambodia, how do you pronounce that country again? It's something. Oh my god, what is it called? Colombia. Yeah, I keep messing it up with Cambodia for some reason. Or Cambodia or whatever. Colombia. It's Colombia. Not Colombia, right? It's Colombia. Anyway, so Panama, and then this is what? So Guatemala? Costa Rica is this country, right? Like the middle one? No, it's not. So Costa Rica is the bottom one. Okay. Costa Rica, and then this is Nicaragua. Honduras, El Salvador. Okay. Whew. Is there another country after Costa Rica, or is it Panama immediately? Is this all Panama here? Okay. So it's Chile, Peru, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Belize. Belize is upstairs, El Salvador is on the bottom, and Guatemala is... Okay. Guatemala is the country that apparently borders like 5 million other countries. Okay, next. Travel. Oh no. Okay, so the way this game works is that you have to get from one country to the other by crossing the least amount of countries. So not the quickest way, but like going through the least amount of countries, right? So you have to go from South Sudan to Mauritania, which honestly, that shouldn't take a lot of countries, right? That's probably gonna be like Mali is there, Niger is there, Sudan and Chad is there, and Nigeria is there somehow, right? I just don't know how these countries border properly. Nigeria is very big, so maybe going through Nigeria would make sense. But I don't know if it's bordering... Like, I think Nigeria does border Mauritania for sure. But then I don't know what it's bordering up here. Let's go Nigeria. Okay, it does not border Mauritania. I totally made that up. Oh, it's bordering Mali. Or? Well, let's go with Mali. See what happens. It's not bordering that one either. Well, then we have to go through Niger as well. Fuck. Well, shit. So Nigeria was definitely wasted. Well, so I guess it's just Chad and then Sudan. Well, shit. So I just wasted my guess by entering Nigeria. Fuck. I could have done it so well. We have fucking Nigeria. Oh, we didn't need Mali. Oh, Algeria. Interesting. Wait. Yeah, I could have went through Libya, Algeria, Mauritania. Yeah, that would have been much smarter. Like Sudan, Libya, Algeria. Oh. Yeah, I would have never come up with that one, I don't think. What do you mean EU geography, lol? You don't tell me right now that people would have known this better than me. Like some random American person. Come on now. Yeah, right, Daniel? Like, come on. I fucking suck at geology. I actually suck at the geology too. But yeah, I have to remember this. This makes sense here at the top. Like going through Libya and Algeria? Makes sense. I guess also if you want to go to like let's say you start at Ethiopia, or let's say you start at Eritrea and you want to go to Senegal, you probably also want to go through the top, right? You want to go Sudan, Libya, Algeria, and then Mali or Mauritania. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Loldo. Wait, let me quickly remember the countries in the middle of America, because otherwise I forget. So it's Chile, Peru, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua. There's like El Salvador at the bottom. Guatemala is the one that borders like a million countries, right? And then it was Belize at the top. Did I miss one? Whatever. Hey Susha, what's up? How are you doing? Which one did I miss? Oh, you said yes because of TGP. I see. Anyway, so it's a male mana champ that is a melee that is earlier than Jhin. So that's gonna be literally anything. But it has mana. Let's go with Darius. No, that would be a human. Let's go with Nasus. Not top. Not 2009. Okay. Let's go with Nautilus. Oh my god. Let's go. Dude, I'm a gamer. Insane. Alright. Well, time for a Wowdle where I don't know anything. Start with Jaina. Oh. Well. Now I'm lost. Let's go with Deathwing. Male in class nil. No dragon. Not Kata. Well, that doesn't really tell us that much either. Lore Walker Cho. Wait, does that one have a class? It's probably a monk or something. Fuck. How is Lei Shen not a guy? Let's try Nostormu. No. I don't know. Hey, Stargate, what's up? How you doing? Show is no class. Show. Lore Walker Show? What? Oh my god. Dude, I knew that. I just thought he's a monk. To be fair, that was good that he said it because I wanted to do Lore Worker Cho, but then I thought he's a monk. Because otherwise I would have entered it. So I would have taken forever if you didn't tell me that he doesn't have a class. Alright, let's fucking go. We did it. So what is the thing that you wanted me to play? Oh, when he said Cho yesterday, I thought he meant Cho'Gall. So I couldn't... Like, I was like... That's just not in there, apparently. Oh, this was the one you wanted me to do. Oh. Well, anyway. That's Wowdle, yeah. I did travel already, yeah. I messed up. Well, it was... I didn't mess up that much. A little bit. I entered Nigeria for no reason. And I didn't know that you can go through... I didn't know that it's faster to go through Libya and Algeria. I went through Chad, Sudan, Niger, Mali. Anyway.
Got anything for me?
Oh, my headset just turned off. You're using my mug out there, you? Yeah, got the mug here. It's funny because, oh. Look at it. Also, I'm wearing the Naguura hoodie as well. Just got all of the merch. So it was raining earlier and I looked outside and it was raining and I wanted to like chill, you know? You know, it's super rainy outside, and then I saw this picture with like the mug and the tea and raining outside and it's cozy, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And then I was like, okay, I can do this later. In the office, I can have a coffee and it's gonna be cozy and it's raining outside. And now the sun's shining. Like literally raining when I wasn't working, and now the sun's shining when I am here. It's like, come on, dude. Now I want it to rain so it's cozy inside. Is my headset not charging? That's the question. It is charging. Then why doesn't it turn on? There we go. It's okay, you took the scenic route. Yeah. But I see the groups for tonight. Yeah, so tonight is TGP. Let's take a quick look at the groups that are competing.
With Group A, we get...
Can't believe I'm pausing this song when it's so good. It felt a little bit bad.
Behind us, Group B is looking to be equally stacked in terms of competition. With a good mix of returning titans and new blood on the scene, we're definitely in for an exciting weekend. But in case you missed Group A, don't forget that this TGP has a few exciting rule changes that have us treading new territory. So, with that in mind, Let's take a look at our Group B teams. Let's hope this first team's name doesn't spell disaster for them. Introducing Missed Count. Behind the ominous handle, you may recognize some familiar names, like Kira, AJ, and Yargi, formerly of Team Eclipse. They welcome back last-minute teammate Hearthjax, who last played with the trio in Season 2's TGP, where they finished 5th. Rounding out the squad is Thaner, who we last saw in Team Sheesh. This European squad had an impressive performance during the Proving Grounds as the first team to beat the timer on a plus 21 Brackenhide. They held rank 1 until the final 2 minutes.
Hey, Jose, what's up? Thanks for 13 months. How you doing?
Stage, only to be beaten by Mandatory's Hail Mary of a last-second push. With a 33-minute and 11-second Brackenhide and a 26-minute and 53-second Ruby Life Pools, Missed Count certainly did not.
Yeah, I think Missed Count is going to do really well. I still, oh wait, I need the prediction. I need to send predictions. Oh my god, I forgot. You know what? I'll watch this first and then I'm going to predict.
Missed their goal and settled into second place after the Proving Grounds with a total time of 1 hour and 4 seconds, only 20 seconds behind Mandatory. We hope to see more of Missed Count's impressive showing in the group weekend, and we cannot wait to see what they prepare to face their biggest competitors, Echo and Hope. Up next is the EU team that doesn't really need an introduction, as you either know them as the 6-time MDI and 2-time TGP champions, or the team that lost to Mandatory last season, Echo. Now,
the team that lost to
Xaylia,
Mandatory last
Clicks,
season.
Gingy, and Mirez are back at it once again, thirsty for revenge. This team was surprisingly unimpressive during most of the Proving Grounds, sitting in the lower third of the top 12. It wasn't until the final day that they put up some decent keys, and they ended the Proving Ground stage in 3rd place behind Mandatory and Missed Count, with the fastest plus 21 Brackenhide on the board at 33 minutes and 1 second.
I have a question though. Like, does anyone know? Is anyone watching any of the Echo streams? And did any of them like explain anything or clarify anything about their seed? It's not that 3rd seed is bad, but like for Echo, you know, like did they clarify that like maybe they didn't have enough time, or the thing's not that important, or like, because I know that Gingy was on vacation for some time, but I'm not sure if they like actually said anything on their streams. Hey Calandra, what's up? How you doing? The competition that Robin's Power went at? No. Oh! Wait, it was gone for a long time? Oh. Yeah, I do remember hearing something about Robin's Power not working. So it was during the... Oh, that was last season. Okay. So no one knows anything? Good morning, Dr. Estia. What's up, what's up?
And a 27-minute and 49-second Ruby Life Pools, Echo ended with an overall time of 1 hour and 50 seconds, 46 seconds behind Missed Count, and 1 minute and 6 seconds behind Rank 1 Team Mandatory. We are certain that Echo is eager to regain not only their confidence, but also...
Mirror said they didn't mind to compete in week 2. Oh, so basically they wanted to get 2nd or 3rd. I mean, I guess... maybe doing week 2 as a group like Echo means that you have to put less time into like theory crafting stuff and figuring out routes. You just like see what the other teams are doing and kind of iterate on it, which Echo can do really well. Like they're good at taking other people's routes and just making them better, making them work for them. So maybe they figured it's going to be easier for them to be in group 2.
So their title is reigning champions, and we absolutely anticipate that they'll be ready for a throwdown and a fight for Dragonflight's final Mythic Plus crown. Going into their Group B weekend, their biggest competitions are likely to be Teams Hope and Missed Count. NA Team Hope comes in at a 6th place finish in the Proving Ground stage. Formerly known as Last Hope and NA's Last Hope, this group finished 4th in last season's MDI after being eliminated 2-3 by Perplexed in the lower semis. Dorky, Goop, and Smacked are ready to tackle a field once again. They replaced former healer Drogo, who is now playing on Pedros per hour, with Elismir, who is making his big comeback to the competition scene after some well-deserved time off. Elismir is healed for teams like Ambition and Golden Guardians, and comes with droves of key pushing experience under it.
I do think it's funny how they keep, like, they take pictures of the players in any kind of, like, activity that has nothing to do with gaming, you know? Like, I'm sure they just take a random picture and it's not actually like intentional, but it's like, you know, earlier Thanner was like a picture where he's biking, and then Elsmere is like playing the violin. It's like it's nothing to do with gaming. I love it.
His belt. You may recognize Yips's name from his time
Maybe
in
it's
Donuts
just a
and
Twitter
Despair.
pictures, yeah.
He now joins
It could
Hope as
be.
a replacement for Cryptix, who will be playing in Dratnos' guild team this time around. Hope timed their plus 21 Brackenhide in 34 minutes and 12 seconds, and their 21 Ruby Life Pools in 28 minutes and 28 seconds, finishing on a total time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 41 seconds. With Mist Count and Echo in their group weekend, Hope have two incredibly powerful teams to tackle, but we have high hopes for them and expect to see them in the top 3 by the end of the weekend. There's
I
no
just
doubt
realized that I, for last weekend, I did the boss splits with titles in like a spreadsheet. And I kept deleting the old splits to get the higher key splits for them. You know what I mean? Like if mandatory did a certain key on 21, I deleted their 20 splits and only had the 21 splits, so I can compare it to the 22 if they try. But then now in hindsight, I'm like, oh, I probably should have saved some of these splits on the lower keys, because now I could compare them to this group. I do think that, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but usually, especially now with only 2 groups, it's very possible that Fortified and Tyrant are switched in many dungeons though, to not make it too samey. And then of course, they might also just have different dungeons. But yeah, maybe if a dungeon was Tyrannical in Group A, maybe it's now Fortified in Group B, which would make the splits quite a lot different. And then there's no point comparing. But I guess if one of the dungeons would overlap with Tyrannical and Tyrannical or Fort, then it would have been nice to have the splits for the lower levels as well, but whatever.
Dratnos is delighted to cast for his guildies in the
time.
Group B weekend, as the NA group Dratnos Guild Team finished their Proving Grounds run ranked 7th. Frosty, Timbermaw, Cryptix, 4G, and Terrasant are no strangers to the pressure of competitive Mythic Plus. Terrasant played with Team Olge in Shadowlands Season 4's TGP, as well as Let Them Cook in Dragonflight Season 1. Cryptix previously competed in Teams Donuts and Despair in Shadowlands Season 4, and Last Hope in Dragonflight Season 3 MDI. Timbermaw also competed in Donuts and Despair in Season 4 of Shadowlands. Together, this newly formed team buckled up and performed well during the 5-day Proving Ground stage, with a 34-minute and 24-second Brackenhide and a 29-minute and 19-second Ruby Life Pools, the squad ending their week with an overall time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 43.
I mean, the thing is, and I don't know this, and I don't know what the players know either, or if they probably know more than I do, obviously, but like I think there was like something with Neltharis or Uldaman. I'm not sure if it's one of them or both of them, that something like does not work, like something that's actually like bugged, that would cause like remakes. Because the way the MDI and the TGP rules work is if a dungeon cannot be completed, then like it's a remake in MDI. Now in TGP, on the other hand, you don't get remakes. Like there are no remakes, right? They might give you like some extra time, I think, something like that. I'm not 100% sure on the rules set with this. Like I'm not sure what happens in TGP if they cannot finish the dungeon. I think you get that extra time added to the end. Like if you spend 20 minutes in a dungeon and then it's not completable, I think you get 20 minutes at the end, something like this. We barely ever had this happen in TGP, by the way. That's why I don't remember. I don't know. But I do think there's something in either of those dungeons that they maybe don't want to include it at all. But don't quote me on this, because I don't know. Like, I actually don't know. Usually, if Blizzard decides to not include a certain dungeon at all because of bugs, then they tell the teams beforehand. Like, for example, in the MDI, like Temple, for example. Temple was removed from the MDI pool because Temple had this bug with the orbs, where sometimes you would not be able to open the door and then you couldn't finish the dungeon, right? So Blizzard didn't manage to fix the bug, and then they just removed the dungeon from the map pool. And I think there's this has happened quite a few times where Blizzard just decided to remove a dungeon from the TGP pool or the MDI pool. And then usually they just tell the participants, hey guys, there's not going to be any temple in, like, you don't have to practice temple. But yeah, I don't know if either of those two dungeons is actually completely removed or not. I don't know.
3 seconds. Dratno's guild team will try to dodge elimination.
Yeah, the problem with the chain boss in Nelth, like, that could be the issue. And maybe they're not including Nelth because of the chains. In Uldaman, I don't know. Like, I know there's a bug with the cutter, the beam. And it even happened during competition before, that the beam killed people. But that one, I'm not sure if that one is the reason or could be a reason why they're not including it.
During Group B's weekend, facing teams like Miscount, Echo, and Hope. From our point of view, it will be very tricky for the troop to make it to global finals, but they could surprise us, and we can't wait to see what they have hidden up their sleeves. We've got a new team on the horizon. This EU team, JIF, short for Jisoo is Fluffy, placed 10th in the Proving Grounds, securing their spot after a sweaty final few hours spent duking it out in Brackenhide Hollow. For those lucky enough to have caught their streams during the Proving Grounds, you know just how happy JIF is to have been able to achieve a Brackenhide plus 20 and make it into the top 12. A B, Ravenseeker, Jisoo, Johnny, and Shox M make their TGP debut after timing a 34-minute Brackenhide plus 20 and a 29-minute and 26 seconds Ruby Life Pools plus 20, which put them at a total time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 27 seconds. They are still 1 key level behind the top 9 teams, scoring an even 40 points. JIF will be facing some huge competition like Mist Count.
It's honestly mind-blowing to me. Like, I obviously don't know anything about coding or, I mean, game development or whatever, but it, like, I just, like, I would like to understand what happens whenever there's a bug that they cannot fix. Like, it just seems like, because I'm sure they're trying, right? Like, they try to fix some of these bugs and they just can't. And then I always wonder, like, what on earth is going on that they cannot fix it? Like, what is happening? Like, I know for a fact, one of the things that I talked to a Blizzard dev about was Moth. Do you guys remember Moth Souls? When you, after killing the first boss, you clicked on like a cage and then you spawned downstairs. Like, each individual player spawned within their own cage in a boat, and then the door opened and you were able to walk out. But it was bugged many times where you would spawn downstairs and your cage wouldn't open, so you would just be stuck in the cage. And I talked to a dev about this because I didn't know why they couldn't fix this bug. And apparently they were just not able to replicate the bug. Because that makes sense to me. Like, you need to be able to replicate a bug for you to be able to fix it. Because otherwise you don't know what actually happened, right? Like, if you don't have the bug yourself, it's very difficult to fix it, right? So if they cannot replicate it internally, no matter what they try to do, I still don't know how that happens. Like, I don't know how like loads and loads of people can have a bug and they cannot replicate it. Like, that seems also strange to me. But apparently that Mouth Souls bug, they couldn't by the life of them replicate. Like, they tried so much to, like, all different kinds of ways to replicate it, and they didn't manage. And then they were like, yeah, well, we can't fix this. So instead of having the people spawn inside the cage, they just had them spawn in front of it. So they changed that to, like, which is basically also a bug fix. It's actually not a bug fix, more like a band-aid solution, like a workaround, I guess. But yeah. So maybe that's the main issue, that they most of the time just kind of replicate it themselves, and therefore they can't figure out what the issue is, or I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to me that there's a bunch of bugs they literally just can't fix. It's like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Different Windows version, different PC, different running meantime, different add-ons. I mean, I know that there's a lot of variables, but if it happens to numerous players, like lots and lots of players, then at that point you would think that it can be replicated internally, right? Like, I understand if it's a rare bug. That doesn't happen very often. It's just weird to me to understand if it's something that happens a lot, you know. But I mean, as I said, I'm not a programmer or a game dev, or I have no clue about any of this. It's just like, it's just strange to me. It's interesting. Sometimes, like, yay, we found the bug. Bad news, we have to recreate half of the game to fix it.
Echo and Hope during the Group B weekend. The team is mostly just happy to make it onto broadcast, and they don't expect to make it far. We could just be in for a wholesome and fun journey with a fresh team, so welcome to the stage, gamers. This team flaps in again with the best team name in the history of Mythic Plus. Meet Ducks Can Fly. Goatface, Luca, Mirage,
Do you know that Luca plays in my guild? It's that Luca. Yeah. I learned this now. After like the 4th time of them competing.
Rue, and Formosa have been around for several seasons already and are very familiar with the pressure and expectations that come with competing in the MDI and TGP. Sadly, their journey ended early in the Season 3 MDI, where the Ducklings were eliminated in their group weekend after losing to Eclipse and Bonebuds Resurrected. Hungry for more competitive crumbs, the team grouped up once again to make some noise in Dragonflight's final Mythic Plus tournament. After a 34-minute and 29-second Brackenhide plus 20 and a 29-minute and 11-second Ruby Life Pools plus 20, the troop landed in 11th place with a total time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 41 seconds, 14 seconds behind their competition, Jif. With Ducks Can Fly being quite behind, not only on time, but also key level, we don't expect to see them make it to Global Finals. But we do expect a hotly contested first day against competitors Jif to avoid a day 1 elimination. That's it for Group B weekend. Between Echo reaching to reclaim their crown and so many...
Alright guys, so I need to send predictions to our production team. So, I think Echo's gonna win. Shocking. The thing though is, I think a lot of people actually do predict missed count, just because they are really good obviously, and they were high seeded. So, but I'm not gonna get fooled. No shot I'm getting fooled just because Echo placed 3rd in the time trials. Like, come on. Oh, the proving grants are gone now. Oh, no, there it is. Like, come on. Like, really? Yeah, yeah. So, since Echo didn't care, like, presumably they didn't care about being in the 2nd group, like in Group B rather than Group A. And then the difference between getting 3rd and 2nd is the same. So, I don't know. I have a feeling that they just maybe even wanted to be Group B. Who knows? And yes, they lost against Mandatory last time around, but I also don't necessarily think that matters, because one thing that happened as well, which, to be fair, like, it's not an excuse by any means, right? Like, they lost, and obviously Mandatory won fair and square, but I think most people agree that Echo, in theory, had like the better strats. They just actually failed to execute, which is rare for Echo. Like, usually Echo is executing his shots pretty much perfectly. And if they make mistakes, they recover from them really quickly. Of course, they make mistakes here and there. And if they play against a perfect team, then they will lose if they make a mistake. And this time what happened was, or last time what happened was, that Echo did make a few mistakes here and there, and Mandatory, like, capitalized on those mistakes and ended up winning. But Echo's strategy, if they would have executed them well or perfectly, then Echo still would have won. So it's not that Echo had like a bad, full-on, like, just bad performance. They had the better routes, the better strats, in most dungeons. Not in all dungeons, but most. They just failed to execute, which happens, you know. Sometimes you have a bad day, a bad whatever, you know, and they just end up losing. Does that mean that Echo now is washed up and that they can't win any TGPs or MDS anymore? Incredibly unlikely, right? No, someone bought their... No, someone bought the robots. Thank you so much. Wait a second. Wait, but for that, wait, it says for 1,000. That must be wrong. Wait a second, what? Why does it say 1,200 euros? What? No, it wasn't that expensive when I put it on the throat, right? Thank you so much for buying the robot, Anonymous. Appreciate that. Wait, he bought more? Wait, oh my god. Wait, I need to check. Anonymous, are you insane? What else did you buy? Oh my god, I'm checking. Because the robot is... How much is the robot? No, it says 1,190. But that robot is not that expensive. Or? Wait, I'm confused. What just happened? The router? Really? It doesn't say it for me. Dude, I think Anonymous just bought so much stuff that my throne is, like, lost. I think my throne doesn't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, it doesn't show on throne. No, but where do you see the router, Kuros? Where do you see the router? I don't see the router anywhere. You mean in the message? It just says the thing. Or why do you think that he bought the router? Anyway. On the dashboard, no, it doesn't say anything on the dashboard. For me, it just says Dream L10 Pro robot. And then it's just like all the specifics about, you know, it having Wi-Fi and runtime and mapping and blah, 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 blah. No, like the robot has Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is router. Okay, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, Anonymous. I don't know. Man, I do have to tell you something. I thought about this today. Like David told me like this router that I need for like IRL streaming, or that is like gonna be really good for IRL streaming. And then I was thinking, you know what, I'll just put it on Throne, but I'm probably just gonna buy it anyway. And then I was thinking about like this anonymous gifter who has gifted so many things on Throne, but not just on Throne, but also on my stream. Like there's a person, I don't know who it is. I think it's like, it could be multiple people, obviously. Or it could just be one person. But either way, for a long time already, there's a person or multiple people that are gifting subs and donating and just like generally like supporting me with like a lot of like stuff like that. And they never say who they are. Like it's always an anonymous person. They always gift a lot of subs. They always have incredibly nice messages about, you know, they're always like, oh, great stream, keep it up. And they just never say who they are, which I thought today was like the nicest thing ever. And then I remember like some days ago, they were gifting me like, they paid for the hotel on a vacation and like dinners and all of that kind of stuff. So I was thinking like I was so grateful for this, right? But I was thinking, I don't know who this person is and I don't know how to thank them properly. But on Throne, when somebody gifts you something, even if they're anonymous, you can message them, right? So I messaged them. And I was like, hey, it's like, thank you so much. Here's like a picture of the dinner that you paid for or whatever else that was happening during the vacation. Because I was thinking, you know, maybe they want to have some insight on what they're paying for. And then they paid for another thing. Like this was a couple of days later and included, hey, by the way, I don't need any pictures or any updates for the things that I'm paying. I'm just here to support you, and I'm just, and I just, you know, want to be nice to yours. Like, this is from Twitch chat in your community. And I was like, what the? How is a person this nice and doesn't want any recognition and nothing in return. Like this must possibly be the nicest person in the world. So whoever you are, anonymous, I appreciate you so, so much. And you're giving me way too many things. Like this is like far, I mean, I obviously appreciate it a lot. Like I really do. And I don't know how to thank you for all of this. But yeah, you're just like, you're amazing. I just wanted to point this out. If you're the same person. And if it's different people, then well, thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of those anonymous gifters. It is just incredible. I really, really appreciate that a lot. That is so, so, so nice of you. But I still have to figure out what happened because this robot that they were just buying is not supposed to be that expensive. It's not supposed to be 1,200 euros. So I'm not sure what happened with that one. I will try and figure it out. The thing is, when I click on it, the robot, it says that it's not available anymore. Yeah, it says it's 440 euros. Or was, I'm not sure if it's 440 or if it was, no, wait, 440 is the router. I think the robot was like 300 something. Or? Yeah, I think like this robot is supposed to be like 300, 400, something like this. So the fact that it would be 1,200, that is like way too much. So we're gonna have to figure that out and message. I don't know who to message about this. Throne? And it says it's not available for me to even buy at all. So I don't know how, because the last time I had a product on my throne and then it was not available anymore. And then it just like, it doesn't get removed from your wish list, but it just says not available. So you can't buy it anymore. So maybe there's some weird thing going on where it wasn't available, but there's like maybe one that was still available for like way more money or something. They bought 3 of them. 3 robots. Maybe get a lawnmower robot. Something's entirely wrong. Yeah, it's certainly wrong. Like, it's possible. The only thing I can imagine that happened is maybe that the price changed for the robot, because they do update the price. So if I put something on Throne and then the price changes on Amazon, because you put like the link, right? If the price changes on Amazon, then it will automatically adjust the price on Throne. So let's say I put an item on there that's 200 euros and then it's 100, then it will change to 100 on Throne. Like it will update. It is, I guess, possible that for some reason this robot went from 400 euros to 1,200. And then it was like the last one and now it's not available anymore. But that'd be very strange. Yeah, the vacuum is not on the list anymore because they bought it. It just says it's bought for 1,200. Which would be way too much, of course. It's strange because when maybe the euro amount is just wrong. It could be that the euro amount that is in that description is just wrong. Because when I mouse over... Wait, I'll show you. You see when I mouse over these other items that have been bought, it doesn't say how much it costs, you know? Like it just says the description. Wait, let's find another Amazon product. Yeah, see, it just says the description of the item. But if you mouse over this one, it says the description of the item, but at the end it says 1,190 euros. So maybe this amount is just wrong. Like maybe for whatever reason it's in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe it's just in the title. Well, if I click on it, it shows me the product, but it's not available anymore, so there's no price. So I guess they bought the last one. When I click on the item, though, it does not say the amount in the title. So this is very strange. I don't know. Yeah, when I click on it, it does say all the other things in the title on Amazon. I don't want to show you this website because it says my address. Yeah. But it says Dream L10 Pro Robot, blah, blah, blah. And then Wi-Fi, 150 minutes, like mapping, laser, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, it doesn't say anything. Well, I don't know. Weird. Very strange. Let's see, maybe I got an email. Let's turn on some music. Oh yeah! Okay, this was just bugged. Okay, the mystery has been solved. So I got an email that says, hey Naguura, someone has purchased like the robot. And it says this, wait. Can I share this? What? Let me see. Okay, this is just really weird. Look, so this, I got the email. It says somebody purchased this item. And here it says this amount, but here's the actual dollar amount. So it's just in the title for some reason. Okay, good. Oh my god. Okay. We're fine again, we're fine. Oh, Jesus. Okay, mystery solved. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for buying this robot for me. And I'm glad you didn't spend 1,200 euros on it. And the reason why I wanted this is I wanted it for my office because my office is like huge and it's super dusty all of the time. And I hate it. And when I come in here, it just smells dusty. So I was thinking having one of those robots would help that a lot. And I wanted to make sure I have a decently good one to make sure that, because I'm not going to be here, right? So I wanted to turn it on when I leave. And then I hope it like cleans everything until I'm back. So I did some research and this is the robot I came up with. And I hope it's going to work well. Thank you again, Anonymous. And now I'm going to move on. Thank you so much. You can set that one on a schedule. Yeah, that one, you can have a schedule. You can have a zone that it avoids. So I'm gonna make it avoid, like for example, this wall in the back. I think it's, like if the robot like drives against it, it might fall. So I'm gonna try to let it avoid that one and just clean the rest of the floor. And maybe even this PC area. Well, no, I'll think about that. The 1K is the Ultra version, you got the Pro. Yeah, I guess it was just like, whatever. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. This is gonna be amazing. Can't wait to test my new robot. I do love robots. So on with predictions. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna move on with the predictions. Okay, so I think that Echo wins, right? Personally, I think Echo is winning still because of all the reasons I mentioned earlier. I love this song. Okay, so Echo wins. Then I think Miscount is gonna be second. Yeah, but I'm not 100% sure. So the reason why I don't fully believe in Miscount, like I think they're really good, of course. But I do think that they don't have as much experience in like competition, which can be an issue. And we've seen this before. We've seen people compete that are in theory really good, but if it's like the first few times they're competing, they might like not have their like perfect performance that they can have in theory. So basically, I don't know, like either they're nervous or they're like stressed, or they don't know how to like come up with things on the fly, or they don't know what to focus on maybe sometimes. Because I do think competing is a lot different than like the time trials, for example, right? Or the proving grounds. So some people might be very skilled and synergize very well as a group and do really, really good in theory, but then actual tournament day, it's only 5 hours they have each day. It's very different on how you have to approach those 5 hours. And you need to have like I don't think you need to have experience, but having experience, I think, helps you out a lot. Because then you know what happened the last time, what do you have to improve on, the way you're thinking, the way you're communicating with your team, the way you're focusing on stuff. Like, I think it's for sure important to have experience. And they do have experience. It's not that they never competed before, but they don't have as much experience as, you know, like Echo, for example. And I think Hopenos. I think Hope and Tranos skill team have more experience with the individual players. Maybe not together as a team. But I don't know. This is going to be difficult. I currently don't have merch, unfortunately. The merch that I'm wearing right now was a limited edition for my 10-year anniversary. It's also very important to know how to untilt. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny, that was so weird though. I listened to this song and it freaked me out. And I was like, I don't know, is this good or bad? I don't know. Hope I some juicy struts. Yeah. Also, I mean, I think Dratton's skill team can also do really well. It's difficult. I mean, I could do... Nah, that would be insane. You know what I think? I think I go with Echo first, Miscount second, Dratton's skill team third. I don't know. What do you say? What do you predict? I don't know. It's difficult. People underestimate you can. Well, none of them are actually newcomers though. Miscount, Echo, Hope, Dratnos, Guiltim, they all have competed before. In different shapes and forms. Not as a team. Oh, Jif is definitely a full newcomer. But there's no way Jif is gonna like it's incredibly unlikely that Jif is gonna make top 3. Just because Judges, Guild Team, Hope, Echo, and Miscount being so good. Like, there's 4 teams that are really good. Not saying that they can't get top 3, but it's really unlikely. I want them to get to Saturday, though. That'd be great. It's probably going to be between Ducks Can Fly and Jif. But you never know. Like, sometimes shit happens to teams. Sometimes a team is somehow like overestimating their abilities and like spending too much time in a dungeon, and then they end up getting like shitty points and they run out of time. So it is possible that both Jif and Ducks Can Fly can make it to Saturday if one of the other teams makes like a huge mistake. But if everything goes kind of normally, then I would assume that Dragonfly or Jif is gonna get eliminated first day. I would be very surprised if it wasn't one of those two teams. Hot take, Echo fumbles today and gets eliminated first. Wow, Bishu. Hope Miscount and Dragon's Guild team goes through. I think I go with Echo, Miscount, Dragon's Guild team. But I'm honestly considering going with Echo, Hope, Dragon's Guild team. And just being like... That'd be super rude. to predict that Miscount is not gonna make it. But I kind of have a feeling, honestly. I have this feeling... I don't know. It's probably a wrong feeling, though. I don't know. All of these teams are just so good. I don't know. I don't know. It's too difficult. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Echo, Miscount, Dragon's Guild team. Fine, I'm doing it. I'm messaging Ferris. I can't believe I got a vacuum robot. I'm so happy. By the way, guys, I want to quickly talk about the team streaming with chat blockers. Or blocking things in general. Like, I know that a lot of people are kind of complaining about the fact that teams are streaming and like blocking a lot of the info. And I fully understand why people are mad about it, because they want to see more, right? And a lot of people are saying, what's the point in them streaming if they block a lot of the information? And I'll give you an example. I think we do have some images, or I have an image somewhere that I can pull up. This is such a happy song. I love it. If I can find it, that is. I'm scrolling. And the amount of shit that is going on is in this MDI Discord. Or TGP, rather. Oh, man. Does someone have a picture of this? I just need a picture. Okay, I just need anything from a TGP stream where they have stuff covered. Or like a VOD link. Like Stove had it, for example. Because maybe some people don't know what I'm talking about. Is there no picture? Nothing? What the hell? I'll keep scrolling then. I don't know if there's a picture anywhere though. Maybe not. Scrolling ASMR. No, I can't find it. Well, I guess... Okay, here. A mandatory... I think this is Stove's POV. Basically, they were streaming and they covered, for example, this is Omni CD. So they put like black boxes over, like in OBS, over their Omni CD, over their... some other weakers, some like cooldown tracking and so on, basically. Oh yeah, there we go. So you can see it here. So basically they have these two things that are covering the Omni. So some people were complaining about this a lot. And again, like I understand why people are complaining because they would like to see stuff. And they're like, oh, what's the point in them streaming if they cover all of this information? I personally... So in case some people don't understand what's going on, is that the teams are actually forced to stream. Like, this is a new rule that was introduced this TGP, that one of the players has to stream. The reason why they implemented this rule is kind of to the benefit of the players, partially, and of course also to the benefit of the viewers. Because TGP is kind of hard to follow, especially when there are 6 teams that play simultaneously, right? So the main broadcast has like these tiny little windows where you can see teams simultaneously. But you can only really see 4 at a time because it's almost impossible to show 6 teams at a time and still see anything at all. So you can only see 4 teams, and even then it's kind of small, right? So having the teams stream themselves is really beneficial for the viewers because they can go check their individual player streams and see what's going on. And in addition, it's kind of nice for the players because if everyone has to stream, then no one feels bad for actually streaming, right? Because the problem with streaming TGP is that it's a disadvantage for them, right? Because of course, if you're streaming, you're gonna give away more information than if people can only watch the main broadcast. Because the main broadcast does not have UI elements properly. The main broadcast does not... There's not as much information on the main broadcast about what a team is doing exactly, versus streaming your own POV, right? So teams in the past were not streaming their POV because they wanted to hide as much as possible. But of course, it would be beneficial for the players if they can stream to get more people to see their stream and to also get more people to like subscribe to them, watch advertisement, basically to earn money, right? So in the end, I think it's a good rule for Blizzard to say, hey guys, one of your players has to stream. Because now everyone streams, so it's not a disadvantage, or it's not unfair. Because it's a tough decision to say that you stream when no one else streams, right? But if everyone has to stream, then it's the same playing field for everyone, right? Now, the problem is that these players figured out, you know what? If I'm going to stream, I'm going to cover as much information as I can, though. That would help the other teams figure out our strat. So they did this. And now people are saying, oh, Blizzard should force them to not have anything cover their screen. and understand that ask. The problem though is you cannot force the teams to not have a chat cover, right? Or to not have a camera, right? So if the teams are allowed to have a camera or to be able to cover their chat, then you can argue, well, the teams can just put important information under their chat cover, right? So if I am hopeful, I can just remove these blocks here and just put my Omni CD down here to circumvent the rule that Blizzard created. So I guess there's no real point to tell the teams that they cannot have these blocks because they're allowed to have a cam. Or they can move the camera up or whatever, right? So I don't think there's any way to circumvent the players hiding stuff like this because they always can hide it somehow. Unless they are not having a cam or no chat cover. And not having a chat cover would be very dangerous. And that's gonna be, like, Blizzard cannot say that. Blizzard can't say, I don't have a chat cover. Because people can come into their, I mean, it's a tournament realm, but still, other teams could message them, like, shitty stuff, and then they get banned on Twitch or whatever, right? And that would obviously also be horrible. I mean, obviously then the teams that do that would get punished, of course, by Blizzard as well, but anyway, not having a chat cover is, like, you can't have that. Also, not having a camera also sucks. It's true, there's actually a lot of nobodies on TR that could whisper random stuff. Yeah, that's actually true. What is she hiding? Yeah, but Verena, that's not possible, right? You can't hide your UI and still play because you would hide it for yourself. You can't play without a UI. I mean, you can, but why would you do that? You would have a super big disadvantage if you had your whole UI. Because you can, like, if you press Alt-Z or Alt-Y, you hide the UI for yourself, not just for the stream. But anyway, yeah. So this has been like a little bit of a discussion, and now it turns out like Miras messaged his Discord, and he's basically saying that he's hiding, or no one is streaming other than Clicks. So it's only Clicks that is streaming for Echo, because they want to hide as much as they can. Which, like, I hate that this is happening, because I think this rule specifically is meant to be an advantage for the players, for their revenue streams, and for their, like, growing potential as content creators and stuff, right? So the fact that the team still feels such a big need to hide as much as possible, and then, like, a group like Echo that has so many streamers, and then they only have one person stream, the person with the least amount of information on his screen, probably, which Clicks, and then still hiding some stuff probably with boxes. It sucks a little, right? So I don't know what they should do. Maybe they should remove this rule again, so that the teams don't have to stream anymore. Or do you guys have any idea on what the workaround could be, that the teams don't feel the need to hide so much? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It should be about the principle, though. Going out of your way to hide stuff should be penalized. Yeah, but how, though? That's, you cannot, like, I understand what you're saying. The problem is, if they were hiding it under chat blocker, that might be bad, but the alternative is worse. Yeah, but how do you enforce that? That's the problem. Because, yeah, if Blizzard says, hey, you're not allowed to hide anything, how do you know if they're hiding things? You don't, right? And I personally hate it when there's these arbitrary rules that cannot be enforced. Like, I think that if you have a rule that cannot be enforced, then don't have the rule. That's, I say this about laws as well, by the way. If you have a law that cannot be enforced, don't have the fucking law, okay? Because what's the point? And I think it's the same with these rules. So if you cannot enforce a rule, I think there's no point to have it, personally. If they hide the CDs, like with Echo's Vault, then that can be penalized. Yeah, but then they just move it under the camera, right? The Omni CD. And then what? It's about trust or integrity. I mean, yeah, I understand that, but you cannot make a rule that relies on trusting for a competition. A custom overlay that's the same as the observer. View from the official stream that streamers can use, then they can all still stream without giving anything away. Well, that's not really possible. Well, actually, there is a way. Yeah, okay. That's actually, like, I think that might be a decent solution. So, like, obviously when you stream your game, like when I stream my game here, I cannot hide elements from my UI in the stream with me still seeing it. Like, I can't say, hey, I'm gonna remove this part of my UI for you, but not for me. Like, that doesn't work because it's one software. It's not like layered on top, right? If it was another program, then I could hide that, right? But I cannot hide details, for example, for you and not for me. That doesn't work. If I see details, you see details, right? I can add things to OBS that you see that I don't, so it works the other way around. For example, the camera that you see on my stream, I don't see my camera, obviously, in game. So I can add things to OBS that you see and I don't, but it doesn't work the other way around. So you cannot have the observer UI without the players having to play with the observer UI. And that is not really, you can't tell people, hey, you have to play with a different UI. Like, that would be horrible. So I think one of the solutions that maybe works is actually having observer POVs, but that would require Blizzard to have more observers, I guess. No, actually, maybe not. Maybe that would be somewhat a solution. Because so the way Blizzard observes these TGPs, these tournaments in general, is they have individual observers, like people that basically have like a game master account, and they fly around and then they're like streaming what they see. So they're like first person without a UI like this. Okay, I actually don't know how to remove my UI. I don't have it bound. But anyway, so observers are basically characters that go around and inspect. They can fly and whatever. And then this is what you guys see in the end, right? And then, of course, on top of that, they're overlaying interface. Observer interface, right? So I guess what they could do in theory is have the observer POV be like given to the streamers, and then the streamers can stream on their own channel with the observer POV and their own camera and their own like alerts and stuff. But I feel like that might be a little bit complex. And it would just be one observer per team, so you only have one POV per team, right? So if 5 people stream from Echo, they would all have the same POV, the same observer POV, which, I mean, might be better, but then also I don't know. I guess people want to watch the players actually play if they're going on their stream rather than just seeing an observer POV. I don't know. But anyway, I have to leave. I have a TGP meeting right now that I'm late for. 1 minute. 1 minute late. But yeah, so anyway. Maybe it just doesn't matter that they're covering Omnicity. Like, it sucks a little bit for the viewers, but they still see more this way than if they're not streaming at all, right? So maybe just let them cover Omnicity and just keep the rule in there. I do think it still sucks a little bit that they still don't stream, or they still feel like they have a disadvantage for streaming. That still sucks, right? Because then the rule is basically meant to be an advantage for the players, but it doesn't seem to be an advantage if people like Gingy now and Mirrors, they don't stream, right? Even though they are streamers. So if they still feel the need to not stream, then is it really an advantage for the players to have this rule at all? I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess it is possible that they all stream the global finals, like, properly. At least on the final day. Like, the global finals on Sunday, maybe they stream those. Because at that point, there's nothing that you can really give away anymore. Or that the other teams could still copy or have the time to. So maybe then we'll see proper POVs. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. Sorry about the short stream. But I'm glad I still managed to get almost 2 hours in of streaming before TGP. So yeah, I'm leaving for rehearsal. And then TGP is later today at 7 p.m. So in 2 hours from now. So make sure you don't miss it. It starts a bit earlier than, more like 1 hour 40 or so. Because we're going to do a little bit of an intro. And we're going to talk about some players and some teams and whatnot. So yeah. And I hope you have a nice rest of your Friday. Friday's best days of the week, as always. I hope you have the greatest Friday of your lives. You have a nice weekend as well. Enjoy yourselves. Remember to follow my stream if you haven't yet. That would be very nice. I would appreciate that a lot. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out my Instagram, my TikTok, all of these things. I post stuff there whenever I'm not streaming. Also whenever I'm streaming. Basically all of the time. And yes. I will see you guys again on Monday for streaming. But of course I will be casting TGP today, tomorrow, and on Sunday as well. So you guys can see me cast if you want to. Huge shout out again to all the people who sat today and to Anonymous that gifted me the vacuum robot. Thank you so much again. That's incredibly generous. Thank you so much. And I'm going to find somebody to host. I guess no one from the TGP teams is streaming already. So I'm going to host somebody else. We never settled on a sentence for you to say. Oh, too late now. Unfortunate. Oh, I'm actually gonna host. Oh. I'm gonna host Arxis because he's gonna do a watch party later, so that makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Anders. Thank you, thank you. Season of Discovery gameplay when? I don't know about that one, Ancestor. I mean, I actually haven't checked out Season of Discovery at all. But I know I currently am working on like an IRL streaming setup, and I really want to do that. Like, I have all of these ideas for IRL streams, and I kind of want to fit that in before, if I manage to get a setup together. I mean, it's very complex, apparently, to get a proper IRL setup. I'm working on it. And and when I say I'm working on it, it's mainly David that is working on it. Because it's too complex for my brain to handle. But anyway, once I figure that out, I kind of want to do some IRL streams now, because when The War Within comes out, I'm probably going to be super busy doing WoW content, casting the Race first, raiding, playing in Plus, you know, all that stuff. So I'm not going to be able to do anything other than WoW at that point. So I kind of want to make sure that I get a lot of... Oh.